Hello, hello, and welcome to another episode of Thundercloud Stone Soup. Bleh. This time I remembered to start on the splash screen. And let me put on some music. And let's go back into our Formicid game. Been a bit, so let me remember where we were. I believe we just cleared out this trove. We cleared out layer, I believe, and we were going down depths and then orc. That seems about right. So let's do exactly that. Or let's try until I remember I'm somehow totally forgot what I was doing. Hopefully not. No, that seems about right. Definitely seems about right. Also, why is all of this X marked? Yeah, I do not mind going into a zone of exclusivity. I don't remember how to remove the zones, but there's nothing really here to fear, so who cares? Oh, let's keep going down. I believe this is the last... Nope, apparently not the last floor we were in. Ah, there's a trove here, which I'm not going to enter. Could probably handle it, but I'm not going to try. There we go, a new floor. And I believe the last floor of the depths, so not much to see here. Gotta remember to use a lot of heroism, or to, well, more accurately, to not forget to use my heroism liberally. These guys are shooting the crap out of me. That is not very nice. Not the best situation I'm in. Should probably use something like this box of beasts. Rather not an episode ender right here. Nah, let's just do the old upstairs and down. Come and join me in melee, guys. There we go. And I'm just going to fight this Hydra alone. Hit it with a few... Well, do I need to hit it with a few of these? I mean, I can just switch over to my Trident of Fire and melee to death. Though I should get heroism up just for safety's sake. Yeah, that worked perfectly fine. Can't believe I wasted one of my casts there. And although that's not that... Nah, I was going to say let's go down a different path to not get shot to death while here. But let's be honest. The scariest thing here... These guys are only scary because they can shoot you from a distance. If I randomly find them while walking around, they're going to be a lot scarier because they're going to be at max distance. Ooh, and Oka gave us a weapon. +3 bardiche of Warple. Weakness to fire. Come on, Oka. And +7 strength. Well, weakness to fire isn't a big deal. And it's a better... Well, it's a bardiche, not a glaive. So it's slower, but a lot higher in damage. Probably worth it, especially with +7. It's got really good damage with all of that. But could still be bad. Still, I think it's better than what we have, especially if our plan is to just kill stuff. Ooh, this guy though has a... Luis has a Warple Blade of Distortion. We probably want to make sure that he doesn't send me to the abyss. Awesome, we are cast into the abyss. So there's a good chance we're just dead now. So let's try to find an exit. So for those that do not know what the abyss is, it is a branch of the dungeon that is fully random. I do not want to go deeper into the abyss game. And with that fully randomness, awesome, second gate to deeper into the abyss, comes a few very powerful enemies you do not want to mess with. I mean, they aren't necessarily that powerful enemies. There can also be a lot weaker enemies. But you still don't want to risk it. And this guy's going to find me. Ah, good. Just a small abomination. We can take that. Things like, I know, a freaking Lich Dragon could just be around the corner and I would not know. Or like an Executioner, which is extremely dangerous. So let's Heroism, let's Finesse, and we can probably beat him one-on-one, but not with this horde of enemies as well. So now let's do what everybody should do in, well, the Abyss. Run! Awesome, a Hellhawk. Those are also very dangerous. And now we're stuck. So this is not going to be very fun. Let's quaff on HP potion. The good thing is, and heroism, if you kill an enemy in the Abyss, sometimes they will spawn a portal into deeper into the Abyss or into out of the Abyss. We are still not getting any of those, but we could. Oh, nice sight. Sights are crap, so who cares? Oh, a Lich! Perfect thing to see. Those can really mess you up as well. Some powerful enemies around. Thankfully, we haven't had bad RNG yet, and we haven't been punished by all the powerful enemies. There are some Draconians here, which are normally Zot level enemies, like the branch where you finish the game. Some special abominations which can absolutely poison you to death, or to mutate you to death. All things considered, not fun being here. And you have to remember, we were teleported here while we were fighting a powerful elite guy. As soon as we exit, we're going to be in the same place we were before we got teleported. Which means we're going to be in a pickle. So, it's another gateway leading deeper. These guys are also very scary. They kind of just multiply. Like that. And when they multiply, they kill you a lot. See, they already tried to, I believe, lower my int. Seems like it. Anyway, please let me find a way out. Please. Doesn't seem like I'm having any luck there, though. Awesome, if that isn't a Dread Lich. A stronger version of the Lich. Lovely. Heroism Finesse, and hope I do not die terribly. As you can see, it's... Oh, thank God, it worked out. I did not... A way out just appeared. Where is it? A substance of the abyss twists violently and a gateway leading out appears. Where? Where is it? Is it under me? It was under me. Oh, thank God. You know what? Fuck Louise. I need to go out, wait for a bit, and recover. Heroism, finesse go down. Let's try fighting him again. And let's hope this fucker does not banish me again. Because I probably couldn't handle being banished again. See, and I killed him very easily this time. That's how it's supposed to go. Well, not really. He has decent armor. Ooh, tower shield. And not better than what we have. Again, lots of range guys here, which is annoying. Not necessarily too bad. Maybe it would be worth to switch over to my reflection, well, ring, amulet. But probably killed all of the ones anyway. And he's another guy that's ranged. My luck, my luck. So let's just keep going, and well, we're just in the abyss. Nothing in here is probably going to be scarier than the abyss. I say that, but I am getting surrounded by enemies that can smite, which is annoying, I admit. Oh yeah, they just smited me bad. Ooh. Yeah, melee are bad. I was getting lucky with them, but I don't seem to, oh god, to be any longer. Mosquitoes aren't scary. I can take 100 of these. Well, probably not literally. Nah, maybe literally. But still, need to be a bit more cautious. Ooh, that's a big boy. Dire elephant. Those aren't supposed to be scary to me anymore, but I'll give them respect by now. Still give them some respect. Hydra, we know we can't actually kill him with a Bardiche, so that's going to be very bad. So let's switch to my Fire Spear and just kill him like that. Alright, this floor has been a lot more intense than I thought it would be. Not exactly good, but... Ooh, that's the entrance to the deeper depths. Good to see. Not exactly good, but... It's a challenge. That's okay. But seriously, there's a lot of enemies that are doing more damage to me than I thought they would. Would be really nice if we got an artifact necklace about now, but we still, well, haven't. Ooh, nice. Another staff. These skellies are actually kind of scary. One of them even has a halberd of distortion. Joy. There he is. Let's focus on him. Actually, both of these guys have halberds, which mean they're going to be able to hit me while I can't hit them. Let's make sure I'm actually just fighting 1v2, which went fine. And let's make sure this guy doesn't banish me. I should be able to kill two of these easily. Well, wasn't quite as easily as I hoped, but easily enough. Yeah, and these guys are super easy by now. Their upgrade version could still be scary. Depends on which element they are. Like acid versions of them. Upgrade versions. Acid upgrade versions of them are scary, but not the normal ones. Anyway, let's go to Orc. Think I'm ready for that. Let's finish Orc 2. Forgot there's +3 plate armor here. Kind of as good as this one I'm currently wearing. Let's just call to a bunch of them and murder. Should be fine to just tab away for a while here. If it gets particularly scary, I stare dance. Activate heroism, go down, stare dance. And yeah, as you can see, orcs, they were scary to me at one point. Not really currently. Orc magicians can still be very scary. And if I meet Saint Roka, that's going to be very scary. But otherwise, I'm fine. And generals, I was going to say, Orc warlords can also still be worrisome. Of course, as you just saw, if one of the casters ends up being next to me and they summon a lot of freaking, what's it called? A lot of, God, why am I missing the word here? A lot of freaking demons that can be very bad, but it's still manageable. As for this guy, he actually kind of did a lot of damage to me, but he is still an orc, which I believe means if I do something like Wand of Polymorph, yeah, he's going to turn into something much weaker than normal. Orcs derive a lot of their, what's it called? A lot of their HD or hit dice from armor. So generally, if you polymorph on powerful orc, they're going to become something not quite as scary. Which you saw right there. Still, let's just keep going. No, let's lock this. Wait for them to actually open it themselves. And then fight. Probably should just do one of these. So that I'm at least fighting 1v2 and not 1v a lot. Ooh, Oka gave me a new weapon. +2 Bardiche of protection. Probably better than this one, honestly. Not in terms of damage, but I think prot is better for me than damage at this point. Especially in this branch. And I'm not a big fan of the fire weakness. Then again, what do I really know? Should probably... Oh yeah, now I should probably get out. A priest... Ooh, that's a lot of guys. What's this? Ooh, somebody barbed me. Yikes. Good thing I got out when I did. If somebody barbed me, or there was a lot of scarier stuff around, I would have been screwed. Gotta worry also, he's summoning guys that can malmutate me. Yeah, like here, low MP. Somebody already hit me with a malmutation, and now I'm cursed to have less MP. Which isn't a big deal for, well, me that's not a caster. And is using none of his MP. But can still be worrisome occasionally. I mean, not the MP one. I mean, some of the mutations can be worrisome. Of course, that one wasn't, but you know what I'm trying to say. Probably. Let me also try to polymorph him. Yep, succeeded again. Another dire elephant. Again, not worried about dire elephants. But let's take these guys up so I can kill this sorcerer when he's alone. And for the rest of these, well, probably don't need to stare dance, but it's still welcome. No need to take more than is really worth it. Looks like I'm getting more XP for taking more of them at the same time. Now, let's see what's on this floor. Because there's a lot of stuff here. Anything particularly better than what I have? No. Anything here? Not really. So let's just keep exploring. And keep hoping I do not meet Saint Roca. Because that guy is scary. Also, polymorph you. Did I succeed? No. Going to keep killing. Polymorph? Nope. Polymorph. Ooh, no. That's scary. This guy can poison you a lot. So that's a example of me polymorphing him into something arguably worse. But I seem to be going through his armor better than I would through an action or warlord. So it turned out not as bad as it could have been. So what are you guys doing? I want to open here. There we go, the treasure trove. With nothing interesting in it. Just money and potions. Well, there's another mirror, but it's on the same cooldown as my current mirror. So no reason to pick it up. There's also this awesome Demon Blade of Electrocution. But other than that, well, nothing in there's really for my kind of character. For my archetype, I guess. Anyway, I can tap through all of these guys. It's good to see a shop here finally. Orc 2 normally has a lot of shops, in which you can find good stuff. And I'm going to hope that I do because, well, I have about 3,000 gold saved up. So, you know, something expensive really isn't an issue for me right now. Still, this Orc 2's been kind of, runed storm dragon scales. That could be pretty good. and shimmering shadow dragon scales. Both of these can be pretty good. I am not quite sure. Let me see. I'm not quite sure which are better, Shadow or what's it called? Shadow Dragon Scales or Lightning Dragon Scales. I believe Lightning Dragon Scales should give you... Sorry, there was a weird noise there. Should give you extra stealth. Lightning should give you lightning resistance. But I'm not sure which is actually better. Storm Dragon Scales, not Lightning Dragon Scales. Let me see. It's both AC 10. One gives stealth ++++, which is a huge amount of stealth. The other one gives R elec. So essentially no difference. It's probably also worse than both of the things I'm currently wearing. Well, in terms of AC, they're AC 10, which my armor is AC also 10, so the same. But they have the ability to be artifacts and the like. I might buy them later on, I will see. There's nothing good in this shop, so I can straight up ignore it. Let's tab through all of these guys. They're easy slim pickings at this point. Last shop is, well, not necessarily last shop, but it's a bookshop. And the second to last shop? Why am I saying this? Ooh, gloves of Dex. I do have a piece of a glove, which is at +0. So yeah, this is an objective upgrade. Although I just realized I never got better gloves. Never even got freaking scrolls to upgrade my gloves. This also reminds me, I should really drop some of these here. Oh, I got the Macabre necklace. That's pretty cool. That's actually an artifact. Although a very weak one. It gives you R negative resistance, which is something you normally don't get on, well, normally you don't get it on jewelry, but it gives you just that. So I'm going to stick to my regen for now. Other than that, anything else good here? Not really. I could probably go for a Flail of Floods, but nah. No, to be fair, I could really use a better cloak. This cloak's not terrible, but, well, you know my opinion on it. Less will is bad. Anyway, this is it for the floor, I believe. Yeah, nothing else here. Kind of a disappointing orc. But, well, at least it's not filled with a powerful enemy. And by filled I mean at least it doesn't have a powerful enemy in it. Oh well. What do I do next? I guess the next logical thing would be one of the layer branches. Let me see. I think I have Spider and Shoals, right? Right. I can probably do a few floors of Spider. Not all of them, I don't think. Spider is kind of scary. But I can do a few. Everything but the last one I can probably do right now. Although I would really like to have poison resistance before doing any of this. But I don't have anything that has poison resistance, so you know. Just realized that's kind of pretty messed up. Do I have something? Well, there was this snake bite weapon, which I'm not going to go pick up. And this chainmail, which I'm also not going to pick up. So yeah, moot point. Moot point. Snake's kind of okay as a branch. It's not good for gear, but the enemies aren't that powerful. The scariest thing is they have decent amount of, what's it called? Poison, some strong spells, some banishment, torments, whatever it's called. And perhaps the scariest thing is they have some pretty powerful berserking because of a certain enemy type. But not too scary. The scorpion you saw me fight, or, well, polymorph one of the orc warlords into, is one of the things that can appear here, which is probably the scariest enemy you can find here. But other than that, it should be easy. On the other hand, well, since most of the things here are non-humanoid, they tend to not really have good gear. So pretty much only get what you find on the floor and in treasure troves, which isn't too much normally. Also, what do you mean you don't want to pick up the Scroll of Summoning? Scroll of Summoning is awesome. I'm not sure why that wasn't on auto pickup, but oh well. But still, you can see I'm pretty much stabbing through everything here because they really aren't a threat. Though if I had... Ooh, I fell down. Now that's legitimately scary. Falling down means I am now in unknown territory. So I'm going to try to get up as soon as possible. And it worked out. Nice. What was I about to say? Something... Right, I do have goodwill, I believe. Ha 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 ha. This guy just hit me and I'm dead. Oh, no, health doesn't normally... I have no idea how this guy managed to kill me. I legitimately have no idea how he managed that. Oh, God, and this one was actually pretty alright. Well, it wasn't for a long time, but starting to be pretty alright. Still kind of disappointing in terms of gear. But, ugh. This is what happens when you don't have poison resistance in Snake. And I guess when you get really unlucky. Man, this is a big bummer. Oh well. It's just how the game sometimes goes. Well, that's for the episode. See you on the next one.